these aren't in really a good order.
Yeah, it's probably on purpose.
Let me keep looking now. You said it said STE, didn't it?
Yeah, J
So
board.
the ones that I see that say STE, like, not just that one, sorry. Like this one, this is not that book. Like this one, it says STD, that's not that book.
It shows the rainbow and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's look for another one, see if we can find it.
Now remember, if you want to request any of these books to be taken off the shelf, this is what you feel like, okay?
I'm going to request every one of them.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you this just so you can have it. I don't know if it has an area for multiple titles, but I'm sure you can just stick them all in there.
Oh, this one.
That one doesn't really, it's just about colors.
Except for the Pride Day. And they're addressing this. This is called grooming. And you know, I'm going to show that on these pride days, you know what I'm going to show on these Pride days? In the very beginning, it was people just dressed in clothes and carrying signs and so forth and so on. And
just so you have it.
Okay. And then as the
walk with me here just in case, because I'm the only one that
okay. And then as these Pride things continued to grow, they got to where they were sexualized, with people having breasts shown and peckers hanging out and all that. And that's how I'm going to get it stopped, because it has evolved into something that has to be.
Yeah, so if you see material, just fill out that form and send it down to the selector. Okay.
Well, once they fill my public records request, then I get every title, and then I will know, because I thought you had a card catalog where I could type in, or actually go look at the card catalog under subject matter, and evidently they're not doing it that way anymore, and I don't understand why. So for instance, let's go to like that one is probably going to be crazy, making a stand for the rights.
So like you was talking about like narrowing it down. What are these?
Juvenile. See, I want to get the juveniles because they're grooming the kids. So that shows there's 29 books, right?
And then you want to hold on.
That one we just looked at.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see. I thought there was one.
Let's see, like what's this J.G.N. Bond?
A graphic novel, and that's the author's last name.
Oh, because see that J board STE, that's the location, so that's not the location.
This is the location. It just stands for juvenile graphic novel.
Oh, I see.
But I was trying to see.
And like, where would that be? GN.
The juvenile graphic novel would be. Hold on, that's JNBON.
Yeah. So they don't have
the name of it?
No.
Because this is BON. I don't know. This don't look like.
Yeah, because it shows you that's a good way to hide them.
Oh, I forgot. So we didn't even look and see if it was at this location.
GNBON, yeah.
I know, but it might be another location.
Oh, I got you.
Look at the location too.
Oh, really?
Goose chase.
That's ridiculous.
I was trying to look to see if you could just restrict.
And then some of them are ebooks. I just noticed this one right here is ebook. So now I'm going to have to amend my records request because I didn't know they had ebooks. It was this one right here.
I know, but let me try to search it from location.
J. Bond, and it had a picture.
I just thought that you can just kind of restrict it to just West Perry, maybe. Anyway, let's see another one that you were interested.
Well, like I say, so you're saying that there is no quote-unquote pride section?
No.
Like, don't you have sections like where it's government?
Pride,
don't you have sections that are?
So during Pride Month, they'll pull because the titles are everywhere. Because it's all different kind of authors who, you know,
but
okay,
same subject.
same subject, but all different authors, right? So during Pride Month, they'll pull those and put it on one display, right?
And where would that display be?
Well, during Pride Month, that's when
But
they
where
do
would
that.
where would the display be
Wherever they
at?
put it at.
I see.
It's wherever they decide to put it
So
at. Each branch has that autonomy
and
to
they
do
will
that.
put them all together.
Right. And so it's kind of like a long thing to try to find everything. Right?
Oh, I will.
Yeah. So
even if I have to get 6 or 8 people here
yeah.
to do it.
But okay, Mr. William.
Yeah, that's very disenchanting. Like, where would I find the Constitution in here? Do you have a government section that has like
So
the Bill of Rights and the constitutional rights? A
That
government
would
section?
be- hold on. Up here somewhere, and then also in the 900s, they should have some stuff too. Let me look in the 900s.
I just thought there would be a government section where where you wouldn't have to run all around the library.
There's just so many.
Because when I was a kid, it was all sectioned. So if you
Yeah,
wanted,
the library's
if you
so
wanted-
much smaller.
if you wanted to know about metallurgy,
But see,
all
here-
this would be metallurgy.
So right, like all this is poetry, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, we do have some sections, but it's gotten so huge.
But you don't have a government like the.
Yeah, we should be heading there now. Maybe. Nope.
Oak Island, that's a crazy place.
But see, this branch might not have, but maybe one or two. You know. So
Like I wanted to find the
branches
Constitution.
that have everything is like central, so they might not have. Like just one that says Bill of Rights, right? Of course, the library has it in the system, but maybe at this location they don't have it. So, the American history, so they just don't have a lot.
So, like, where are we at right here? What's this?
This is kind of what they have of the government. So it's such a
Government.
small.
So, a lot of empty shelves I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Why are the shelves so empty? When I was a kid going to the library, they were all full.
Well, it's only because if no one checks things out, then they don't stay too long.
Is
So
that
if-
the same? Is that same with the Pride books?
Those get checked out.
Oh, you kidding me?
No, I am not. They get checked out a lot. So, like something like, oh, okay. Well, let me see. Let's say this one. This book, if it does not get checked out in 3 years, it'll either get deleted or moved to another location. They
Oh,
don't
I
have
see.
enough shelf space to keep something that does not been checked out. Not one time in like 3 to 5 years. Not one time. They can't keep books like that, right? It just doesn't serve well here, right?
So then I would have to do a search to see how many times the book was checked out, and so
Mhm.
forth and so on. But no book
But
about the
ranking-
Constitution. No book about the Constitution. That's terrible.
Yeah, so I don't see.
So I'm gonna make a plea that every library has the Constitution. I mean, that's what our country's based upon.
Look up here. Congress at war. Yeah.
Because like there was a gentleman here the other day. He wanted one of these rooms, and the lady said you have to give ID or whatever. And I informed him that your constitutional right is you don't have to show ID. You're not leaving with the room. You can have the room because your taxes
Well, it
pay
doesn't
for
have
it.
to be the ID. It just needs to be something with his information, name or something like that. And
He can simply just give his name. He doesn't have to
Well,
prove. You don't have to produce ID unless
that
you've
is
committed
just
a
something
crime.
that they just created
Well,
because of the incidents that happened.
Right,
So
right.
it's kind of like one
But
of
either
those
way,
things.
so
You
that's
can't take
a
this book.
that's a violation
I
of the
know, but
Constitution.
you can't take this book and just walk out.
That's right, because
This book
that's
belongs
because
to
it's
the
real
library.
property.
Mm-hmm. And so are the study rooms.
But they're the use. You're not taking the study room.
Yeah, but you have to. That's just the new protocol, Mr.
Oh yeah,
Will.
but
We
that
are
will
just
be changed.
following the protocol,
But that's
okay?
policy, not law.
So don't get on them for following the protocol of what we
But
have
that's
in place.
policy, not law, and we follow laws.
Yeah, but this is not.
I know people don't know yet, but they'll know when I'm done.
Right. So you got to go through the channels that you go through, but we still have to kind of do what we
But
gotta
policy does not trump law. It doesn't
do. Yeah,
trump the
but to use
Constitution.
those to come into this building, nothing is required. To use those study rooms, absolutely, they need to show an ID.
But again, that's policy. It's not law.
Well, still the policy, or they won't be able to use the
And
study
then
room.
there'll be a lawsuit over it.
They can have a lawsuit, but they won't be able to use the study room. But
Right.
they can come
But,
anywhere in here, use the restrooms, computers, you name it, right?
oh yeah, I know.
But to use those study rooms, that is the new policy, which isn't law, but it's the new library policy.
And,
that we have to
people will
adhere to.
understand that they have to follow policy, not law.
Yeah.
When I'm through with my mission, they will
Law, not
understand.
policy.
That's exactly
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
That's what will be.
Yeah,
That's what will be part of the retraining. Is they will learn that policy is not law,
Mhm.
and we are a nation of laws, not policies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you see, the Constitution is not even here, and that I couldn't even bring it and show it to somebody and go, "This is what I want
I
to."
can do another double check on the computer.
See, because what I could do is
I
put
don't
them on
know.
notice by saying, "This is what
There
I
might
want."
be a juvenile bill of rights.
I don't.
sometimes
I would.
you
I would
need
just love to be able
baby.
to put my hands on it.
Yeah. Let me just see what I can find, okay? Because sometimes it is in the juvenile, like adults don't check it out anymore, but the kids are still learning about it. So you might find a copy in the
I
children's
see.
area. So I'm not going to just say it doesn't have any, but I will have to check on that, Mr. Will.
Yeah, because I think every library should have a copy of the Constitution.
Let me see. So Bill of Rights.
Oh, and their last gay pride parade. You know what they said? They said we're coming after the children. Yeah, and that's why cities in Indiana didn't let them have their parade because of the last parade. They voiced that.
Well, you might be right. I don't see anything. Because when it says shared system, that means it is a school.
So, and the physical libraries non-existent.
Okay, so like Central has one, College, East 38th, Wayne. And then, let's see who has this one.
Not available.
Warren, and it's checked out.
I see. Okay.
Let's keep looking though. See how many different offers that they have,
Well,
West Perry's. Oh, we have one, but it's checked out.
what's its location? So I'll be able to know in the future.
It is. It's West
No.
Perry.
But where is its home in the library?
It's 342. So it's in the juvenile 342. When it is returned, that's where it will be. Okay. So they did have one, but hey, what can you do about someone checking out a material?
Right.
And that's a good thing, right? They're checking it out.
Yes.
Okay, so Lawrence has that one. So they do have a copy. It's just checked out right now.
And that's the Bill of Rights. What about the Constitution?
Oh, I'm sure it's the same. I can actually
No, Constitution's
look over.
different.
No, I mean, I'm talking about it's the same thing. Like we probably have one in the juvenile area.
I see.
Okay?
I just wanted to see
let me
if
look.
we had it listed and where it was.
Yeah, let me look in the 300 and see what they have. So it will start here.
Because I remember it was like 300.1.8, and boom, you could walk right to it. They don't do it like that no more.
Well, there's just so many books for storage.
I like that. Those hawksbill turtles are awesome. You know that?
Let me keep going. I'm sure I'll find it.
And so how come?
Oh, here's that one.
How come they don't have the? There we go.
And this one says "We the People," and this one says "What is the Constitution?" So they have plenty. It's just that adults don't check this out as much anymore. They look online. but kids are actually trying to learn it still. So
Right.
most of them have books like this in the children's area. That's
I see.
and if it's in the adult area and it doesn't get checked out, it gets yeah. But this is always going to be popular for children because they're learning it in their social study classes and all their,
As well they should.
Yes.
As well
So
they should.
you'll always find it.
And
Kind
so
of
they will be learning that policy is not what we follow, what we follow laws, national laws. My last question for you was, it just escaped me. I hate when that happens.
I know.
I'm 64 years old and my mind is as sharp as it used to be.
Mine not. But yeah, so there you go. See, I knew he had some in the juvenile.
Yeah.
They have to still learn it for school and stuff, you know.
Gotcha.
We know just look online, do a quick look, you know.
Right.
And then we can use databases too. So like we have more at our disposal that they can navigate more fluently. So.
Oh, I know what my question was.
What?
Why don't we use the 1.59872 and you can walk right to it? Why don't we use that system anymore?
What is it called again?
The Dewey Decimal System, where you could go, it's book 17.8.97.
It is, but it's just libraries have grown. Okay, I'll be right there. They've grown so much. So the collection is just, it's everywhere. Because it's split up into so many different genres now, right? You got the fiction. So fiction, mystery, they probably all used to be together under just fiction, right? But now they got all these subcategories and they have their own space. But it's still the Dewey Decimal.
Yeah, but it doesn't lend itself to finding what you want.
Okay, so you would put in, let me make sure it's put in this number here. Was you able to pronounce this? Yes, absolutely. So this would be the best way. So put in that number there, 97. Okay, and then you're going to put in the PIN, which is that 4-digit number right there. That's one more number to get you another ticket. Okay, just accept the term. And then you'll be able to go. You're going to get onto your no problem. Okay, Mr. Will, what are we doing now? You still
I was wondering how does this ebooks work? What's that about? And then I see they have audio books as well.
They have all that, yeah. So
How does that work?
So the ebook, you have to have an account with like an e-reader, and so we have a free one called Libby, and people download the app on their phone,
Okay.
put in their library card number, and now they can have access to the ebooks. Okay.
I see. And what about these audiobooks?
Just click it like you do any other titles.
I clicked audio and then it says titles.
Okay, so click on the one where it says 2.
Oh, okay.
So these 2 are in there, and
so how do you hear this or get this or whatever? Through this Libby thing you said?
no, so this one is just like these here. They're just audiobooks. You check them
Oh,
out
so
just
these are audiobooks.
Exactly.
So can we find these two?
Well, says it's available.
But they both say they're available.
Hmm.
And like I say, if it should give you a
this one's
location.
a downloadable audiobook. This means you do need Libby for this too. The downloadable ones.
Okay, so
But if it
do
didn't
we
have
have
downloadable-
any like this here? How do we
No.
find those if they're here?
They didn't have any of those.
I
here.
see. I see.
But they do have two.
Two forms of audiobook.
Yes.
You can
The
have the
downloadable
application
ones.
or you have the physical one.
Exactly.
And these are
just like the
CDs,
books.
I take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you're trying to tell me that then you don't have any CDs that are gay
No,
pride.
this is so small. Look at the small collection.
Oh, this is all that there is. So I don't have to go chasing around to see what's
This is
there.
all this is, so.
Now it's
Yeah.
this will be easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'd be nice if the Constitution was here, because some people have reading problems and they can listen. You know, just much like you teach a child before they can read and write is through listening.
Yeah, that's true. This one's not as popular as it used to be. Now that everyone streams,
I see. I see.
but there's still some.
So are you gonna be working here for quite some time, or?
Whenever they need me,
I see.
I'll be here.
I see. Well, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Will.
You are always such a pleasure.
We're learning together.
Well, I've
You
already
always say.
learned. I'm just on a mission.
No, I mean learn all
Oh
this.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I'll probably forget this because
Oh,
there should be just like an icon where you click to print and
I know. It's just gotten a little more complicated. More
yeah.
steps. That's what it is. They've added more steps.
And then how do I shut this down?
Now to log off, I think we hit it, but
Okay.
yep, there you go. Yep.
And then that's it. That's all I have to do.
And then
I
it
can
will
walk
start.
away.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.